The average statistic for a self-defense encounter is 2 shots, 3 yards, and 3 seconds. If so, why carry something, for example, like this, or a SIG P365 X macro as opposed to a revolver, J-frame, or an 8-shot revolver? Carrying a revolver would seem the most efficient in that aspect, right? Why carry all that extra stuff? Well, it's not so cut and dry. It's more complex. It's specific and circumstantial. In this video, we're going to go break it down into 3 parts. You have part 1, which is the comparison between these 2 firearms at distance and accuracy. Part 2, which is practical application. And then part 3, which would be when would I carry my J-frame and when would I carry my M&P 2.0. And I really would like to know what your opinion is on the matter. In the comments below, let me know what you would carry in everyday situations. Part 1, 3 yards, 7 yards, 15 yards, 3 rounds. This is just a base look at the differences, shooting at a steady pace, 3 distances with no real life pressure. I want you to keep this in mind as you're watching the results. Every time I'm shooting the target, I'm aiming directly at the 10. And as you can see in this footage, I'm at the 3 yards with that J-frame. And the shots, the grouping isn't too bad, but for 3 yards, it's kind of open and it's to the left and a little bit high. That's just something to consider with J-frame's capability of accuracy at a decent pace when things aren't that serious, when there's no adrenaline spike and there's no heavy real life or death pressure. These results are not affected by adrenaline, rounds expending very fast, and it's all dependent upon your level of training and overall skill level when it comes to practically carrying these and what you can do with them in a real life self-defense situation. Adrenaline affects your gross motor skills. You're more likely to make errors and mistakes in what you are trying to do, and you will become more shaky. Rounds expending fast means if you have a capacity of 10 rounds like I do in California, or if you're just carrying a revolver, that 5 to 10 round capacity is just going to dump real fast in the heat of the moment, especially if your adrenaline is spiked and there's multiple attackers. Shit, maybe just even one attacker. Those rounds are going to dump heavy.
Same thing, I was aiming right here. I ended up getting these 3, 1, 2, and 3.
And as you're watching the results of these 2 different pistols and their groupings at the according distance, I want you to keep in mind how that's going to come into effect in regard to what you're going to carry every day and in what scenario you're going to use that in. It plays a major role in why I choose to carry something like the M&P 2.0 or when and why I choose to carry something like that Bodyguard 38 Special J-frame with 5 shots. Moving on to part 2, practical application.
We're out here in the desert. What you saw was us at the indoor range. And now we're going to put a little more practical application to this as compared to a full-size semi-automatic or compact-size semi-automatic handgun with a 4-inch barrel.
M&P 2.0, from a self-defense standpoint, during a stick-up, during a robbery, the pros for this is you can draw and counter when the time is right.
But the guy already has you at gunpoint. He already has you at knife point, asking for all your shit. If you plan your counterattack correctly, well, guess what? He got distracted. Take it out from here, and you were at retention. You did your 2 shots, and as you have him right there stumbling or whatever the case may be, you bring it up, and you finish what you got to do.
You can have confidence in defending yourself from multiple attackers because of round count. If you live in a free state,
you do get, like I said, 23 plus rounds. This one is 10 because I'm in California. But if I was in a free state, this right here would be 17 rounds plus 1, making 18.
Accuracy at distance, 15 to 25 yards. You're really accurate with this, something like this, and you can have very fast follow-up shots. The cons is you cannot shoot from a concealed position.
This slide reciprocates back and forth as you shoot. And so it could get caught up in the material, in the fabric. It could cause this to go out of battery and it cannot cycle. So this has the advantage of shooting from a concealed position on your chest or on your fanny pack if that's where you had your gun carried off body.
It's not as easily hidden and it's not as comfortable to carry throughout the day, every day, day to day. Another con is close quarters contact shots. You have to be mindful of how close your gun is to your attacker if you're in a close quarter situation with them, like really close body on body, because your slide can go back ever so slightly, just like that, and it becomes out of battery and you can't shoot them. Now your head's going 1,000 places when seconds count on why the shit's not shooting, and you can end up losing your life that way. Practical application for the bodyguard 38 special. You can draw from more places because you can carry it different places on your body. You can shoot from concealment.
Let's say it's in my pocket. I see someone coming up. They have a knife and they want to stab me. They have a gun and they want to shoot me. They already have me at knife or gunpoint. As if it was on a bag or in my pocket or in my hoodie, I can reach into my hoodie as they ask, give me your wallet, give me your phone, give me your keys, give me all that. So then you would say, okay, no problem. Reach into your back pocket, give them the wallet. Reach into your front pocket, give them the phone. Reach into your hoodie pocket to give them the keys. And instead of grabbing your keys, put your hand on that 38 special. You point it like this from inside your hoodie. And
if you have it in your bag, you can put your hand in your bag and shoot from your bag, from concealment. It's convenient to carry. Your cons with it are capacity and accuracy. Risk for shooting innocent people from bystanders increases, in my opinion, by like times 10. Your reload time is another con. It's not as fast, and you have lower confidence for multiple attackers, in my opinion.
Downside is the fact that you only get 5 rounds. If I'm with my family and we can't move, we don't have the possibility to move out of the situation, I wouldn't want this. 5 rounds only, and this shit's not accurate beyond 10 yards, right? So I would go for this.
To add on to capacity and accuracy as a con, most people don't train like that. So for example, my J-frame, I was aiming at a little X right here, center mass in the chest, and my shots at 3 yards, those shots were landing a little bit to the left. Well, in your case, I don't know how you're gonna see it on video, but from when you're looking at it in the video, my shots were aiming a little bit to the left. At 3 yards is insane. 3 yards is not far. So, you know what I'm saying? Compared to this at 3 yards, you saw the grouping, what it was with this, and how different it is, and how closer to the X this was at 3 yards than this was at 3 yards. Now, push that back to 7 yards, moving targets, adrenaline spiked, you're fighting for your life. That is something to think about with something like this. Part 3, when would I carry my J-frame? I would carry this when I'm doing a quick walk, if I'm moving short distance outside of my house by myself. I want to emphasize I would carry this when I'm by myself. I would carry this as well if I'm working out or running. Overall, I am risking my overall preparedness for the sake of comfort and convenience when carrying something like this. I truly believe that. That is my opinion. When you carry every day, you want to be multiplying your defensive posture as much as possible within reason. In a life or death situation, you want to have the unfair advantage. There's an extreme end of that, and that looks like carrying like this on you, as well as this in your ankle, as well as 2 spare magazines on backup of 23 like extended mags, as well as having a pocket knife in your back pocket, having pepper spray in your left side, having a tactical bando bag in your chest with more pepper spray and more pocket knives, and having a blinding 1,000 lumen flashlight in here, having a 1,000 lumen flashlight on your left side on your pant waist, and then having like an exposed open carry knife in a sheath like right in front of you, like on your belt line. Like that would be the extreme end of having the mindset of just in case. You'd be highlighting yourself on we all carry because just in case, you know what I'm saying? Why not carry something every day that's going to defend you and prepare you from the average statistic of 2 shots, 3 yards, and 3 seconds? Because you never know. That's why we carry, right? What if you find yourself not in that specific average statistic just in case? Carry because just in case, and the 2.0 is the middle ground between highlighting yourself extremely and just being completely not prepared at all. When would I carry my 2.0? When I'm with my family especially, and everyday general carry. Because when I'm with my family, I have more to protect and more to lose. On that note, if I am in a multiple attacker situation where there is 3v1, right, you shouldn't gun down all 3 if 2 are running away, because from a sane, sober, moral, prudent perspective, right, person perspective, and a legal perspective, right, that would be the right thing to do, right? When you carry like this, it's because you want to preserve your life. It's because you want to defend your life and your loved ones. When you carry, your job is not to seek justice or vengeance or to have them get theirs, right? But it's to preserve and defend your life and loved ones. That's why I carry, right? We're not John Wick, dude. As much as we like John Wick and we want to be Mr. Tactical Badass, Mr. I outshoot everyone. The point, the reality is you can make it your goal to get there, and there's nothing wrong with that. But for the average person, that's not who we are. That's not who you are. Like even the most badass Navy SEAL Team 6 operative, freaking MARSOC operative, Ranger School, what do you call it? Like all that crazy stuff, dog. Like even then, they are not John Wick. They're trained killers and they're professional killers, but they're not a vigilante freaking gunning down 6 people standing in a line at Quick Draw, Deadeye, Red Dead Redemption. That's not, you're not that. You're not that. But what you are is you're prepared and you're ready and you're just as deadly to defend your life.
Let me know which one you would prefer for everyday carry and if you prefer one over the other. Thank you for watching my video. If you have any other questions, any comments or concerns, please leave them down in the comments. If you want to see more in the future, subscribe, put the bell notification to every video so you can see my every upload, and let me know if you have any future ideas for new videos. And if I missed anything, please let me know. Thank you for your time.